Hello everyone, welcome to Crochet and Knitting. So this is going to be a video to teach you guys how to chain and how to single crochet. So right now what we have in front of us is a gauge swatch. This is what we did in meeting 2. So last meeting we made this gauge swatch and we learned how to chain and single crochet. But now I'm going to teach you guys the beginnings of our beanie project. So this is what we did on meeting 3. First, we created a slip knot. And that's how you make a slip knot. And there is a slip knot tutorial on our website, so go check it out if you need some help. And now we are going to learn how to chain. So right now I'm using a 6mm hook, and then the yarn bee yarn. It's like a thick yarn, a chunky yarn. So we are going to chain 33. So I'm going to do the first couple of chains slowly. You're going to want to bring over your yarn over the hook and then turn your hook beak, this is the beak, towards the left and then pull through. Again, we're going to wrap our yarn around the top of the hook, turn our beak of the hook to the left and then pull through. So that's the basic motion. Make sure to chain 33 or 34, that's like the standard size, and it also depends on how thick your yarn is. So for me, I have a chunky yarn, a size 5 yarn, so I'm going to chain 33, but if you have a thinner yarn, then you can chain 35. So this is what your chain should start to look like, and now we're going to join back after I finish 33 chains. Okay, so right now I have 33 chains in total. So now we are going to work on a single crochet row. So to make our first single crochet, we are going to do this. So this loop I have right here on the hook right now is just called the loop of the hook. And then this one right here is the last chain I made. So these two loops. And that's our 33rd chain, but we are not going to make a single crochet into this chain. We're actually going to work into this loop, which is the 32nd chain. And let me show you. So we're going to insert our hook in this loop and then bring our yarn underneath like that. And then we're going to bring our yarn over and pull the yarn through both loops. So let me do that again. We are going to go inside the loop, bring the yarn underneath. So remember, turn your beak towards the left and then pull the yarn through. And then we are going to yarn over. So this motion right here is called yarning over. Again, this is a yarn over. And then turn your beak downwards and then pull through both. So right now we have 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. And now we are going to work down this whole row. So you should end up with a total of 32 single crochets. Alright, so now I just finished single crocheting 1 row, and I ended up with a total of 32 single crochets in that row. Remember, we chained 33 and now we ended up with 32 single crochets. So this is, so next I'm going to teach you a very important step. You should always do this when you're starting a new row. So whenever you start a new row, you want to single crochet into that last chain right there. And then remember to chain 1. Okay, let me do that again. So after I finished the row, I'm going to chain 1 and then turn my work over. So I'm still working from right to left. And now you see that we have that chain right there. We're not going to go back into this chain. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to go into this single crochet right here. And you can tell that it's a single crochet because it has like a base right here that's attached to the chain row. So yeah, we are going to go into that single crochet through both loops. And then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through. So that's a basic single crochet technique. And so before we move on, there's just a little bit of terminology I want to teach you guys. So here, so this is called the loop, right? This V pattern, this V shape right here is a loop. But whenever we're working on a project, and this is going to come in future, like when we go down the line in this project. So basically, this loop right here on that side is called the back loop. And this loop closest to us is called the front loop. Okay, so back loop and front loop. And later on, I'm going to teach you guys why this is important. But for now, just know the terminology. That's back loop and this is front loop. So now we're going to continue single crocheting down this whole row. Okay, so right here, I am almost finished with the second row of single crocheting. But I noticed that sometimes if for some reason you're not getting straight edges, like a straight, nice rectangular edge when you are creating your gauge swatch or other patterns, this, I'm going to show you right here, and this might be the reason why you are not getting that perfect shape. So right now, I'm at the last 2 single crochets here. Now for some reason, one reason why you might not get the nice straight edge is because you forget to single crochet in that last stitch right there. So remember, you have to single crochet here and single crochet in that last stitch, in that last V. So I know that it might be hard to go into this last stitch, but always remember to make a single crochet there. And just to check, like each time you finish a row and you're unsure of the number of stitches, make sure to count it. So right now we should be getting 32 single crochets in total. If you did not get 32 single crochets in this row, then maybe you like skipped a stitch somewhere, so you might have to redo the row. But anyway, so we completed row number 2. Now again, I'm going to show you the turning technique for row number 3, for any row actually. So each time you're turning, each time you want to make a new row, you always have to chain 1 and then turn your work. Chain 1, turn work, and then remember you're not going to go back into this one. You're not going to do that. You're going to go into this single crochet right here, and just to make sure you know that it's a single crochet because it's connected to this base. So you're going to go into that single crochet and make your first single crochet of the third row. And this is my second single crochet of the third row. And so we're going to continue on in this pattern and do the same turning technique, and that way you'll get these straight edges. Straight edges. So this is what we finished for meeting number 3. And by meeting number 4, be sure to, well, I mean, if you can, complete 8 single crochet rows in total. So right now we finished 2 in class, or 2 in this meeting, and then do 6 more, and then come to the next meeting where we will learn how to do a herringbone half double crochet. And if you didn't finish all 8 rows of single crocheting, that's also fine because we'll work on it during the meeting. But this is where we are right now.